I have lived with type 2 diabetes for many years, and one of the biggest surprises was learning that blood sugar stability did not come from perfect food choices. It came from predictable routines. If you have type 2 diabetes, the question that usually comes first is simple: what am I supposed to eat? And almost immediately, that question turns into pressure. Meal plans, rules, portions, tracking apps, measuring. For many people, it starts to feel like a second job. That reaction makes sense. Most meal plan advice shows you what to eat, but never explains why it feels so hard to maintain. Here is the calm truth. Meal plans do not work because they are perfect. They work because they reduce decision-making. Blood sugar improves when daily inputs become predictable. That does not require strict dieting. It requires structure. Once that idea clicks, a lot of guilt begins to fall away. Most people are not overwhelmed because they do not care. They are overwhelmed because every meal feels like a test, and constant decision-making quietly drains consistency. That is why I created a free guide called the Type 2 Protocol. It explains how blood sugar responds to routine, timing, and daily patterns in simple language. It is not a meal plan, and it is not a rule book. It is a starting point that helps remove guesswork so you can understand what your numbers are responding to. You can find it linked in the description if you want something calm to lean on while learning. Now let us talk about what the research behind this topic actually shows. The most popular meal plan videos all do something very similar. They give examples of breakfasts, lunches, and dinners. They list foods lower in sugar and higher in fiber. And when you read the comments under those videos, people often say the same things. This helped me feel less overwhelmed. I finally know what a normal day looks like. This feels doable. That reaction is not about the food itself, it is about removing chaos. Blood sugar rarely spikes because you ate the wrong meal once. It spikes when timing, portions, stress, sleep, and routine become inconsistent. This explains why one person thrives on a structured plan while another burns out trying to follow it. The plan itself is not the real solution. Predictability is. A beginner meal structure works best when it does three things. It reduces choices. It balances carbohydrates with protein and fiber. It repeats familiar patterns. That repetition is often more important than variety at the beginning. Many people believe they failed because they could not follow a plan long term. In reality, most plans were never meant to be permanent. They were meant to teach rhythm. Once rhythm develops, flexibility becomes safer and less stressful. This is also why people often feel frustrated with calorie counting or complicated tracking apps, not because they are useless, but because they add precision before stability exists. Structure usually needs to come before precision. For some people, simple tools can speed up learning patterns. A basic food log can reveal which meals help stabilize numbers. A glucose monitor can show how meal timing and combinations affect blood sugar response. These tools are not requirements. They are awareness supports. If you want to explore tools that help with clarity instead of control, you can check the links below. Here is the most important belief to install. You are not failing because meal planning feels difficult. You are learning how your body responds to consistency. Small, repeatable habits usually outperform perfect execution. A simple, repeating meal structure can lower mental stress, stabilize blood sugar, and rebuild confidence. Not because it is special, but because it removes guesswork. This is usually the point where people start asking what comes next. The Type 2 Protocol, which is free, helps you understand blood sugar behavior and meal structure without pressure. Many people use it as a safety net when advice begins to feel overwhelming again. For viewers who want a full step-by-step system, there is also the Type 2 Reversal Framework Guide. It walks through building repeatable meal routines, adjusting portions calmly, and handling real-life interruptions without feeling like you have to start over. It is designed for people who want structure instead of trial and error. That guide is also linked in the description for anyone ready to go deeper. There is no urgency. There are no extremes. Just support for building predictability. Type 2. Diabetes management becomes calmer when meals stop feeling like tests you can fail. Understanding restores control, and control builds consistency. Start with the Type 2 protocol to understand your patterns. Explore the Type 2 reversal framework guide if you want the full daily system.